In a Jewish settlement near the holy city of Jerusalem, Israelis are learning to use weapons for self-defence. It's extra busy since the government announced they want more people to take up arms.
We have a lot of requests of people that want to apply for weapons, to have the license for the weapon.
Ty Nazar is here to buy a new, more compact pistol.
It's more convenient that you have a small weapon and a concealed weapon. Also, I want a bigger weapon can be a target.
Also here, the wife of a newly anointed government minister, getting a lesson in cleaning her gun. Ayala Ben-Gvir's husband is the controversial new National Security Minister. Late last month, a Palestinian gunman shot dead 7 people near a synagogue in a settlement in East Jerusalem, an area occupied by Israel for decades. A day before the attack, the Israeli military raided the Palestinian city of Jenin in the occupied West Bank, they say to thwart a terror plot. 10 Palestinians were killed, mostly armed militants, and 2 civilians. It's one of a series of Israeli raids that have killed dozens of Palestinians in the last month alone.
It has to use violence in order to prevent violence. As long as they keep contemplating to carry out terror attacks, we shall have to be there before they carry out the terror attacks.
Jenin is supposed to be under the full control of the Palestinian government under a long-standing agreement with Israel. During the past year, Israel has stepped up raids in the West Bank. Majdi Issam Saeed Asaf and his sister are making one of their regular visits to his daughter's grave. 16-year-old Jana Sakana was killed in an Israeli military raid 2 months ago.
يعني تعتبر بنتي جنى. جنى بسيطة حنونة طيوبة كتير كتير. الكل بحبها وهي بتحب الكل وبتساعد الكل.
Jana Sakana was shot on the roof of her house by an Israeli sniper. The Israeli Defence Force found she was shot unintentionally in a fierce battle with armed men nearby. Her family say she was feeding her cat. Jana had 4 bullet wounds on her head and upper body.
يعني بقول لك ما استوعبتش الوضع يعني بهز بيها فكان يعني متصاب ولا شيء.
Her family say they've received no apology from Israel. The Israeli Defence Force says it regrets any harm to uninvolved civilians.
أنا بدي حق بنتي هذا اللي بدي إياه يتحاكم الزلمة اللي قتلها. كده بدي أحكي شو بدي أحكي يعني بنتي أنا بربيها يعني فيش عندي غيرها هي والولد بس ما عم وضع كلياته يعني.
According to the United Nations, 2022 was the deadliest year for Palestinians in the West Bank since they began recording fatalities in 2005. 146 Palestinians were killed by Israeli security forces. 34 of them were children.
يعني التفكير عند الشباب سواء الجيل الصغير أو الشباب اليافع هو تفكير بأنه يريد العيش بأمان، يريد العيش بسلام، يريد الحرية، يريد أن يشاهد أطفاله ينعمون بالأمن والأمان والاستقرار.
During the same year, there was also a spike in attacks in Israel by Palestinians, leaving 31 dead. A growing number of young Palestinians are taking up arms in occupied territories in what they call resistance to Israel. Dia Abu Wad is from the Al-Aqsa Brigades, an armed militant group in the West Bank. Israel says that people who take up arms here are terrorists. What do you say to that?
احنا مقاتلين للحرية. لا يوجد في الشعب الفلسطيني أي مواطن إرهابي. هو مقاتل للحرية، هو يدافع عن أرضه، هو يقاتل لنيل حقوقه بالحرية والاستقلال.
All around Jenin, you'll see images like this. Pictures of the Palestinians killed in armed conflict with the Israeli military. Here, they're known as martyrs. Their deaths not only mourned, but also celebrated for what's seen as the ultimate sacrifice for the Palestinian cause. Benjamin Netanyahu's sixth term as Israeli Prime Minister has been dominated by right-wing parties in his coalition that want to annex the entire West Bank. The new government is promising tougher security measures, such as deporting the families of Palestinian attackers.
الذي يماطل على مدار 74 عاما من احتلال هذه الأرض، يماطل عبر أروقة الأمم المتحدة والولايات المتحدة وجمعيات يماطل المواطن الفلسطيني ويماطل الحق الفلسطيني.
There is no partner on the Palestinian side for peace negotiations that would lead to an agreement that can be acceptable for Israel.
With the peace process stalled for nearly a decade, families on both sides are bracing for more violence.
ولا يموش غير ما يجي الجيش يساوي بيه شيء أخرى، خلوش عندي. عندنا الدول كلها نايمة ولا بتساوي شيء، بس عليهم يستنكروا، هاي الشاطرين بيه يستنكروا.